Hey everyone, so it's Allie here. So today for Nail Art for Beginners, we are going to be talking about different stampers. So there are all different types of stampers out there, all different types of scrapers, and of course all different types of stamping plates. So it's hard to know what to buy and what you may like and what your preference is. So I'm going to just go over a few things that I would have liked to know when I was first buying stampers and wasn't sure what I liked. So we're going to start off with the very first stamper I've ever had, and this is just tiny little pink one. The head pops out, and it's just a plastic and a little stamper. So this one isn't a soft or a squishy, like it's firm, but it's not like super firm. So it is a little bit squishier. So you just put it back in there. And it comes with this little scraper that I got, and I still use this scraper. I actually still like it. I find that it works pretty well. So this is the very first one. You can pretty much get these anywhere. I got them in a little pack from Walmart. That was a while ago. So we're going to test out how each stamper actually works. So for this one, when you're stamping, I'm going to get my piece of paper out here. It's more of a roll-in stamp. So we're just going to use, I'm going to be using my rectangular plate. This is one from the Born Pretty store, and this is just BPL017, and I'm just going to pick any image and just show you basically how this stamper works. So I am going to be stamping with black polish. This isn't a stamping polish, it's just a Sinful Colors black on black. I use this a lot, seems to work pretty well for most things. So when you're doing this stamper, you want to have everything prepared, and basically I usually just like to paint a line across the top because you don't have to paint the whole image. And then you're going to scrape downward. You can scrape twice just to make sure you get all of the excess off. And then you're going to take your stamper and you're just going to kind of roll it. And it has your image there. So then we're going to put it on our paper, and again, kind of rolling it to get the image on the paper. So that is your first stamper. You see, the problem with these is because it is a circle, it only gets a circle shape. So it won't get anything that's a bigger image. So that's something you want to look for in a stamper. Maybe get a bigger one or get a different shape. So that is your first stamper. It does stamp pretty well, considering it is my first stamper. Next, I am going to show you this little stamping, I guess, kit I got. I got some plates with it. Sorry, it's kind of messy. This is a double-sided stamper, so I have a bigger one on there, and I have a smaller one on this side. So it's two-sided. This one is about the same firmness as the last one, but it's got that two different sides. So you got a smaller one and a larger one, but it's still around the same size. The bigger one's still around the same size as the first one, but it's nice that it's got that little one on the extra. So same with this one. This one actually comes with a different scraper. It comes with a metal edge, which I'm not really a fan of. I tend to think that they scratch your plates, and I really don't want to do that. So I am going to just be using the same one here to do, and we're going to paint a little bit on the image. And again, you're going to scrape it. And this one, you kind of press into it. And then press. So again, it's not going to show you the whole image because it is a smaller stamper. So I'm going to get on my smaller image. We're going to do this one here for the smaller one. And then we're going to just stamp it by side. This is a rectangular stamper. It is a bit on the firmer side. It's not a squishy one. I got this one from the Born Pretty store. I will put all the links down below to the ones that I bought online. So this one's a bit harder. Comes in with this rectangle head here. And this one came with a metal one. I don't like using this one because I find it does scratch. So I'm not going to use that for this because I'd rather not. But they do work, but I would rather not scratch my plates, which I find that it's easier to do with these kinds. So we're going to go back to that pink one. Alright, so you're going to paint the image again. We're going to do the palm tree there. And this one you're going to press down. So yeah, press down on the image, and then you're going to just press down on the paper. And you see your image is quite wet. So now we're going to move on to a different type of stamper. These ones are on the squishy side. So I got all of these ones. I have shown them. I'm sure you've seen them in my videos if you're watching them. You get 5 of the marshmallow stampers. So this is exactly the same shape as the one I had before, but it is a squishy one. So you can see how squishy and it's quite soft as well that these ones actually are. So there are different ways to stamp with these ones. So I'm going to just, first I'm going to use my lint roller because with these kind of ones, they tend to pick up all kinds of dust. So basically you just kind of roll it so it's completely clean. This is just a card that I have from the Born Pretty store. It is a nail art scraper. It's just a plastic card basically. It is on the thinner side, which is actually, I prefer this one to a lot of different ones. You can buy these on the store. They're like 99 cents I think for 2 I got it for. So it's different than the plastic scrapers and the metal scrapers that I've been using. So it's a different way to use it as well. So we're going to start and do the squishy stamper here, or the marshmallow stamper. So we're going to paint the image here. And for this one, you kind of want to bend the card a little bit on an angle to get it scraped. And then you're going to roll the stamper. And then it picked up the image quite well. And then again, you're going to kind of roll it onto this as well. See that great image right there? So this one's a different technique. It's more of a roll, and the ones that are firmer is more of a press down. So they're a bit different. So just another tip, if you don't want to buy a card, you can always use like an old gift card, anything that will bend. This one's a little bit firmer than the actual Born Pretty store. It's just a Starbucks gift card. You can use any card. They all pretty much work the same. It's just getting the hang of the difference between the scraper and just a card basically. So our last one is my favorite right now just because I just got it. This is the Uber Chic, and you can see it is quite large. It is a larger stamper, which means it's going to pick up your whole image and you can use it any way you want. So it just comes with a metal cup. So this is from Uber Chic, and it just kind of squishes into the cup. Again, you see how it picked up kind of dust. Just use a lint roller, or you can use tape. So this one is the same idea. This one came with a card as well. This is a thicker card than the Born Pretty. You can see it is thicker than that one. I think I don't know, I'm still getting the hang of this one, but it works quite well. So we're going to show you what this one's like. I'm going to scrape my Born Pretty scraper, or sorry, Uber Chic. And again, you're rolling it, but you can see how it picked up even more than what was actually on the image because it is. So we have a variety of different stampers. As I said, some of them that are bigger pick up more. It's better for you to have bigger images. The one thing that is different between the squishy stampers, so the Uber Chic is actually a squishy sticky stamper, and the marshmallow one, they're not as sticky. I find the Uber Chic is a lot stickier. It's just your preference really, and like both of them pick up the images quite well because you can see the difference between those two. One's just obviously larger, but they both pick up the image quite well. It's just a different way to use them. If you're picking a softer stamper rather than your firm ones that we have here. So these ones are a little bit different. It's just a way you stamp. So these ones you stamp pressing down, you just press, and then the Uber Chic, you roll it. So that's the difference between those two. So I would recommend either. Personally, I am really loving this Uber Chic one. There are different ones that are sticky and they're bigger, and you can get them at the Born Pretty store as well, I think. I haven't tried that one yet, but I think this one is really great. Right there. So these are all the different images. All of them are really great. I hope that this was helpful and you can kind of decide which kind of stamper you want to get. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask. You can comment down below, or you can contact me on any of my social medias, so just at Allie's blog. So I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching, and please subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.